Hello. Okay. Hello, Cthulhu. Mic check. Looks decent. So hopefully it is decent. Thank you for the resub, Emirates. 30
The
months.
Amaranth just subscribed for 30 months. Emote underscore Clossius super emote underscore Clossius super emote underscore Clossius super emote underscore Clossius super emote underscore Clossius super.
Holy crap. 2.5 years. Oh my gosh, has that much time been passing? Ah. Good game the other day. Oh, on chess? I was like, which Go game did you watch? I don't recall you watching a Go game. Oh man, I freaking hate chess sometimes. I both you and my friend Alex, I like screwed up royally. I screwed up in his much worse than I screwed up in yours. Um, in yours, I tried really hard to attack the top left, and I couldn't do it. I tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter, and I got checkmated. Well, I guess I resigned technically, but whatever. I know. I hate it when there's so much like Aji or whatever, and you're just like, I feel like it's like one step away from checkmate, but I can't freaking get it to work. So tilting, man. All right, I've almost made it to 30 on this. My highest is 29. Are you guys enjoying this new feature? Because apparently a lot of people are. Like, the amount of problems have gone up like 5 times, maybe 10 times. The amount of problems being solved. It's a crazy number. And oh yeah, I'm stupid. Well, I don't know why that one took me so long. Da, 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 dum. Okay. What's your highest score on here? How far have you guys gotten? Timers are scary. It's really addicting. I didn't realize it would be so addicting. Oh, dang it. Dadgummit. Not what I expected, but makes sense. Oh my gosh. Here. There. 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 Do I have to go? Where the heck do I go? I go here? I don't know where to go. I only have 10 seconds left. Whatever. Okay, that's what I thought, but like, Oh, cool. Yeah, no, okay. Why did they go here? Oh, I can just go here. They go here, there. Throw in, but I have an eye right there. Ah, the corner eye. 14. Dude, all these freaking guests. I'm thinking about filtering out like guests. Like I want to respect how high they've gotten, but I don't like how the leaderboard is all guest. I feel like you gotta have at least a name. Yeah, I don't like how it's all guest. So I'm thinking about filtering them out. I don't want to belittle their efforts. Because, I don't know. I don't like that it's guest. Maybe you have to like at least give me the email if you want to be on the leaderboard. Have any of you tried Puzzle Battle yet? This is Puzzle Battle was the multiplayer version of that I worked on this weekend. Hello, Bastora. I really like this picture. Like, I know some people don't like the AI, but like I thought this was a really cool picture. If someone wants to race. Um, yeah, this is basically what I did over the. Well, I guess not the weekend. Oh my gosh, the weekend was so far away. This is what I did over the last like 3 days. Is got this up and running because it was a requested feature, so that way they could do Puzzle Rush with their friends. At some point, maybe the next thing I need to work on, like, there's several things on my to-do list, but I'm wondering how important a friends list is, so you can invite your friends to your stuff. Like, how important is a friends list? And also, how do I give notifications to desktop users if the window's not open? Chess? What do you mean chess? Ah, no one wants to play, really? That's funny. Oh my gosh, I have so much freaking gold and gems. I'll probably save this for Sunday, though. Sunday, I'm going to release stuff, so I'll have the gems or whatever to buy the stuff. All right, if you guys don't want to play, I'm going to do some more Puzzle Rush. Okay. Da-da-da-dum-dum. Dude, I do this so many times a day. I went from like doing 0 problems to doing literally hundreds a day. Oh, fudge. Messed up. No, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, slow down. We're getting a little fast now. Okay, da-da-da. Da-da. Da-da-da. Mm-hmm. There we go. Can I help you, Cat? What do you want from me? Okay. Okay, there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, self-Atari. So connect. There, and I. If I go here, cut, double Atari. Here, 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 here. Got it. Okay, 19. I'm only at 19. I should have made a mistake earlier. Crap. There. Dang it. Dang it. I'm stuck. Oh, I hate these freaking 9 in the corners. I'm so bad at them. I'm so bad at the 9 in the corner. Oh yeah, it's this. It was not that. I was in fact wrong. Watch. Dang it. I get to the higher ranking ones. I cannot get to 30. I've done this so many times, but I cannot get to 30. My Go Club member got to 31, and he's a single digit king. No, he's basically Don level. Yeah, he's a Don. But like he got to 31. I'm like, dadgummit, I want to get to 30. Have you guys been using Mega Dragon? Any feedback you want to give while I'm here and able to listen? Basically, you want to give me more work. More things to put on my Trello board. I don't know if you guys know, but the recent mistakes graph got implemented. I think it was here, but I think people didn't know that it was here, so I tried to make it a little bit more obvious. This blue button's got to go, or a move. Yeah, it's covering up the categories. I still gotta like filter out this list. I have a lot of level 0 problems from testing stuff. So more than half of my mistakes are ladders. Or the simple ones because I was testing levels like stuff and level 0 was the fastest to test. So I have to filter out all those stupid mistakes. I wonder if I should put a button that says like clear out your recent mistakes so you can like start over. That might be an interesting button. Like clear the list. I wonder if I should also put this like on a user profile and like show the problems that you have done in the last month. But what use would that be? Like you've done this many problems of this category this month. I don't know what the use of that would be. Yeah, this is funny. I was like down here, barely in the top 10, and now I'm like in second. I feel so bad. This person had like the clear advantage for first, and then Puzzle Rush came out and everyone just started blowing up the numbers. Oh hey, Amaranth, I can actually see your numbers going up right now. That's funny. Yeah, everyone started blowing up these numbers. Okay. Any Q&As? Any questions that I can answer? I have like 19 minutes before my lesson. Anything you guys would like me to answer or teach you? What are your recent struggles in your games? Are you playing games? Are you playing any games at all? How could better attack the middle for profit? Um, yeah, sure. That's not what I wanted. Dadgummit. It copied the Twitch chat. It didn't copy the OGS link, it copied the Twitch chat. Okay, what do we got? Mm, 8.5 seconds. You're doing better. That's good. Why is it all at move like in game? Why is it all in the in game? That's funny. You spend a lot of time in the in game. Okay, you said you had a question about attacking for profit. Alrighty. Well, first off, I recommend getting a base with your thickness. So you want an extension from the thickness. It's not that you can't play this way, but it's a lot easier to attack when you have like a base. So when white comes in right here, this group immediately, my first thought is, can I take the base while making a base and then cap? But I do notice you have a couple little bit of shape issues. And if white escapes too much, then your whole black group right here has no base. So if this group gets a little bit out too far, then you actually might become a weak group. So I got to take that into account. Now, typically the Clossius approach says just surround. So you could probably just do this. And it's surrounded. And then you kind of have a lot of cutting points. It's really awkward to fix. Yeah, I want to say the easiest spot would be to go here. Yeah, I think this would be the easiest. And you settled in Sente, and you control the next open section. So it's mostly defense, and Sente was the profit here. But I think you'll have an easier time if you just play like an extension. And then reduce, yada yada. Now, like up here, it's gonna be a lot easier to fight if you're thick. Oh, you're white. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Why do I forget these things? Okay, where's your attack? You had a question about attacking. Hello. Where's the attack? Here's the attack. Okay, so first let's establish how much we need. We can do our handy dandy little counting thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably we'll get 12, 13, 14, 15. And we only want to do 2 points for that. Monkey jump. So da 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 da. And then we should at least get 1 point there. And let's give a couple points for the thickness. So and then Comey. So Comey, where can I put it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we have 49 for white. It's actually pretty good. Okay, let's restart. One do dum 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 dum. Okay. So at least 1 point right there. Da 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 da. 2 points for thickness. Did I skip a number? I freaking did. 34. 34. We'll put that right here. Now go back to 39. This is usually hit or miss. I don't know if we get that point. We'll go ahead and give it. We'll be generous. Maybe here. So this is a really close game. The category is a lie. What category am I in? Oh, crap. Let's go to board game. Let's advertise. Thank you for letting me know. My bad. My bad. Okay, so the game looks really close. So I think from here, probably... Yeah, I just fixed it. Let's try to aim for 5 points. I think that's pretty reasonable. We can try to get 10, but since we're still learning attacking, I think it's reasonable to aim for 5 points. So the big key here is that you have a 2-space jump right here. So you can be cut. So that's annoying. And aside from that, I think the 5 points, we just need 5 points from here and Sente. That's all we really need. So the Clossius approach move is the cap. And then I want a shoulder hit, but this is annoying. This is really annoying. Okay, so let's fix. Can I fix? Let's just fix. Okay, then what do? Run away? Run away. Okay. And now I cap the 1-space jump with the dog's face. And try to make 5 points right here. That seems reasonable. Does that kind of make sense? Like, all I'm doing is like playing capping moves, and I'm aiming for like 5 points. Don't push from behind. Knife moves to get ahead. And then maybe shoulder hit. There's your 5 points. This is annoying, but there's your 5 points. I don't know what you're going to do about this. Ah, you changed directions. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is... come back. This is 5 points, yeah, but it's Gote. And then black can immediately go over here. So we need to make 5 points in Sente. So I want to say we did that, so let's just keep going here. Because there's probably like 3 or 4 points in there already. So can we like take this away in Sente? Then what, here? Yeah, I feel like that's something. It's a delicate balance, but that's a way to think about it. Yeah, as long as you get something in here, I think it's fine. Something in Sente, and then you can destroy this and start in-game. And I think that's fine. It's a really close game, though. See, we're at move what? 65? Yeah, the AI has you up by 18 points. I don't think it's that much. Because the AI plays perfect. We don't play perfect. This is how many points are on the board right now. So the AI says you can get 20 points in here. So if you get 20 points in here, yeah, obviously you're winning. But like, if you aim for 5 points, I think it's fine. Yeah, the AI is like perfect place score, not the actual territory on the board. Does that kind of make sense? Did it give you some more ideas on attacking? Now notice when you attacked, you're the attacker here, right? Black got points. Okay. You cut, which is good. You still yet to make points. You actually are about to lose points. I don't know what that move does. But like you can actually go through your attack and like see what the heck is what? Okay, here the connection is here. They can't cut this. And if they go here, you want to take. And then you can go here and threaten to kill them. Because at least then it's a co. But yeah, notice how nothing you have played has actually made points. So you not only lost your 2 points here and your base and got cut, but black actually gained from your attack. So this is something you want to be aware of. When you're the attacker, you're like, what am I getting? Yeah, so all your moves didn't get any profit. Now, if you were a weak group and you're living in Sente, then it would be fine for nobody to get points. That would be really good. Because if you're weak, that's usually negative points. So having it be neutral and 0 points is good. It's positive. But if you're the attacker and you didn't have weakness, you should at least gain 5 points on them. Ideally, you could have gained 10, and AI says 20. The AI would have gained 20 points. But I think it's realistic for this level to just aim for 5 points. And Sente. Sente is key. Sente is key. It has to be Sente. If it's not Sente and you make 5 points, your opponent goes and makes 15, you did not make a positive exchange rate. So you make 5 points in Sente and then go get that big Gote move. That is profit. It has to be Sente. So profit can either be points in Sente, it could be destroying points in Sente, it could be defense in Sente. But you have to do something. You have to aim for one of the 3 Ps. Profit, what was the 3 Ps? Points. I forget what the Ps were. There were 3 Ps and I forget what they were. But it's points, your points, their points, weak groups. Those are the 3 profits. Your points, their points, your weak groups. Their weak groups technically set up another attack for profit, but so your points, their points, your weak groups. That's pretty much it. So as long as you do one of those three things, it's usually fine to get value. Yeah. Hopefully this helps. It's a good question. Because you're like, hey, I have the attacker, but my opponent made more points than I did from my attack. Then yeah, that's a good review, like question to ask. It's a really good question to ask. But hopefully that gave you some nice pointers. Yeah, I think my brother had this same issue at single digit Q. Like we would fight and he would just get nothing. He blamed me for being like a Dawn player when he was 5Q, and he's like, I can't get points against you because your defense is too good. And I'm like, well, just get better at attacking. I will say, like, I get him really good at defense, but he can't really attack for profit because I was never weaker than he was. So you gotta like face weaker players to get good at attacking weakness. It's really hard to attack a Dawn player. The Dawn player is just so fast. And he was like 5Q. He's 1 Dawn, 2 Dawn now. I say that. He's like a 2Q or 1Q OGS and like 2 or 3 Dawn Fox. But he got to 1 Dawn Fox and I like took him out to eat as a celebration. If you guys get to 1 Dawn Fox or 9Q, like if you get 9Q or Dawn, Fox or OGS, doesn't matter. If you get 9Q, single digit Q, or Dawn, take yourself out to eat. You deserve it. Okay, you worked really hard to get that. Take yourself out to eat. Single digit Q or Dawn transitioning, take yourself out to eat. It's great. Solidly? What is solidly? What do you mean solidly? Like, what does that even mean? Why not? You are working hard for that first dip. Like, you have to dip at least once, and then you keep dipping over and over until you're stuck. Nah, you're being like too strict with yourself. You're not gonna enjoy 9Q as much if you do that. Be like, I touched 9Q. Dude, I didn't beat a pro. I took an advantage for 5 moves. I got 5 moves. I took an advantage against a pro. You better believe I was excited about that crap. Okay, I don't care about beating a pro for the first time. That'd be great. Yeah, awesome. But you have to take the little victories. If you never dip your toe into 9Q versus you dipped your toe into 9Q, like there's a difference. You were able to do it at least once. Yeah, there you go. You gotta celebrate the accomplishments, even if they're like little ones. Gotta enjoy it, celebrate, be happy. You're playing Go. It's fun. You're doing a great job. You have to jump back sometimes, though. Like you can't just keep going up. Sometimes you have to stumble back. Like it's stairs. Ranks are like stairs. Except you're bad at stairs. Like sometimes you fall down them. It's okay. You're not gonna fall all the way to the bottom, so it's fine. Sometimes you slip a few steps. They're slippery stairs. That's oh man. I should actually apply what I just told you to myself with Sumego Dragon. I'm so critical of myself with Sumego Dragon. I'm constantly like micromanaging everything on Sumego Dragon. Okay, let's get video up.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you twice, so let's turn that down.
Oh, let's see. Is that my fault or your fault?
It is my fault. I forgot my speakers were not turned down. So I have
Oh,
headphones
okay.
and my speakers talking to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, your audio seems good.
Okay, great. Hopefully the audience will tell if it is not so.
Okay. Or you just a little bit because you are peeking into the red a little bit. But the
Okay,
recording also likes to do its own thing, even though like these bars are in the yellow, sometimes it just does its own thing.
right. As long as I can hear myself in the replay, I'm happy. What really gets annoying sometimes is if you're so loud and I'm so soft that I have to turn it up to hear me and then you're yelling.
Sometimes like I'll do the mic check, but my face is away from the microphone, and then I'll get more involved in the stream and my face will get closer and then I'll get really loud.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, where are we at?
Let's see. You're going to give me a link?
Oh yeah. How did I not? I copied it and everything.
Yeah, well, you didn't give it to me.
I copied it and everything. I forgot to paste.
Okay, here we go. All
That is
right,
a
I'm
lot of
in.
Binkyo.
It is. Now, you'll notice that you have the whole month here because we did not have a lesson at all this month until now. Amazing, huh? Um, so basically, I do have a little bit of a backlog building up
Mm-hmm.
here, which I'll try to use in August maybe. Anyway, to make things simple, you see where the notes column is?
Notes,
I
notes, notes, notes,
marked
notes, 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 notes. There it is.
the little, yeah, the little narrow notes column. Okay, right there. I marked in blue there rather than in the reviewed column because this is close to where the numbers are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, I think, 7 of them marked going all the way back, and you can pick which ones you want to look at first. It's up to you. But I tried to make it easy by zeroing in on a few.
Okay.
And there is more of the month there.
Right.
Scroll up and you'll see that um,
Mm,
you'll see there's more.
attacking and taking your time in the end game.
Yeah.
And don't defend Maya.
Attacking, attacking.
Don't
I
defend
still,
Maya.
I still
Okay.
kind of suck at attacking, but
All right.
hopefully that'll get better.
And what notes has Ben had for your game? Is it also
Oh,
attacking?
you know what? That's been the thing that everybody wants me to do. So, you know, and if I was still getting reviews from Insung, I'd be hearing from him on the subject. So let's see. This is, oh, good. This is a title tournament game with a player of my level. Now, he is on the way up. He will be ranking up because he's done really well this month. So we can kind of think of him as a 7Q and me as an 8Q. This is
Okay.
interesting. So, is this how much time was spent on the individual moves?
Yes. I kind of built this for myself, but it's still a couple bugs, and it was getting a little off topic for Sumego Dragon. I can give you a link, so you can use it, but it still has a couple bugs.
Okay,
Um, so I sent you a link for it.
good.
But I had to. I prioritized the puzzle stuff because I was getting a little invested in this, and I was like, wait, we're getting off topic. Feature creep, feature creep. So I paused myself, but I still built
But
it
this
so I
is
could use it for
nice.
myself.
Yeah, this is nice for you for your lessons.
Yeah, that's the idea. So hopefully it's good. Oh, you guys spent a lot at the start. Were you guys like waiting on something?
Oh, well, you know what? At the very beginning of these league games, somebody has to copy and paste the URL into the
Mm,
links submission channel. And, you know, it could
okay.
well be that the person who was supposed to play first, you know, they get like 5 minutes
Hmm.
to do it. So it could be that we were taking a little time out of there, and maybe it just showed up for, I don't know how it would show up for both people. That's crazy.
Um, I don't know.
Oh
But
well.
so it looks like your average time was 5.6. I think your opponent did better because the 7.1 looks a lot better.
Yeah,
It's a little
no doubt about
fast,
it.
but at least
Oh,
looks like your time was used more in the middle game instead of the end game, though. So that's good.
by the
You,
way,
mhm.
speaking of time, what's really interesting is that we've started to allow the use of Fisher time in our title tournament games. We're not allowing it in main league yet,
Mhm.
but in title tournament. And we adopted a Fisher time of 10 minutes of main time with 20 seconds added per move.
Mhm.
And it's probably a little different from most Fisher times, but one of the reasons I wanted it was because I felt that having 20 seconds per move at least meant that once you were in sudden death, you had 20 seconds instead of just the 10 that you might get if they were adding 10 seconds of Fisher time per move. And I found it really enlightening because it's showing me how little of my time I actually use. Because in a number of these Fisher games, I am ending the game with more than 20, no, more than 30 minutes on my clock. I'm starting with 10 and I'm ending the game with 30 minutes on my clock.
That's funny.
It is. But
I don't know how you're doing that.
what's really cool about it though is that it's making me think, oh, okay, maybe I can spend this time because I can spend time because I've got so much that's being accumulated. I'm going to be okay. But I find myself near the end of the game, and I find myself having the time to count repeatedly and even take the time at the very end to count meticulously to try to get the exact score.
That's
Um,
interesting.
and that's been kind of fun to do the counting.
I will say, I think Fisher as a time setting is probably, I think is just better. Like, there's so many good reasons to use Fisher, but I think culturally it's really hard to switch. And I've also trained myself for Byoyomi, so it's really hard to like switch.
Right. And there are some people who, as you have advised, use all of their Byoyomi time to like glance around the board and that type of thing.
Okay,
And so they would be more reluctant to move to
this is the
Fisher.
wrong formula. Got it.
What?
I tried to put in a formula. I'm like, this is not right, and I didn't know why. Someone put it in chat. It looks like 20 minutes, 10 minutes for you, 10 minutes for them, plus 20 seconds for a 300 move game.
Okay,
It's about 120 minutes. It's about
so this was a
2 hours.
Fisher. This was Fisher then, huh?
No, no, no. It was for you were telling me about the league is 10 minutes.
Oh,
I was
so
trying to
then
think of how long,
what's
what was
the
the longest
maximum?
time setting?
What is the maximum it would
Uh,
be?
about 120 minutes.
Okay, which is fine
Mm,
because we find games in Benkyo League with 20 minutes at 5 times 30. We find games that last for an hour and a half, you
mhm.
know, and longer. So we wanted to make sure that we weren't making the Fisher time so generous that it would have been, you know, equivalent to more like 30 minutes with
Right.
5 times 30. And so it's comforting to know that that game isn't going to last longer than an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's another benefit of Fisher is you just know that it can't last longer than this. If you know the calculation, which I do not.
Right. So
So
when
max
you've
is
done,
2 hours.
oh,
So
max is 2 hours. Okay. That,
then
okay.
I was asking 100 moves, they said approximately 1 hour. So the average length of that, if both players are using a lot of time, would be 1 to 2 hours. 55 minutes to 2 hours. So yeah, about hour and a half sounds about right. Because
Right.
the 2 hours is like 300 moves,
Hmm.
and 100 moves is about 55 minutes.
Now, you have encountered Fisher time in AGA tournaments, correct? Or
Yeah,
not?
no, it
And
was not. I don't know if they were AJ rated, but yes, in tournaments in the United States.
okay, in tournaments in the United States. Now, I used to encounter Fisher time regularly in the New Jersey Open for quite a number of years. They were using it.
Mhm.
However, I have no memory of what the time settings were because I never was in time trouble or anywhere close to it. so I don't remember. What were the time settings you encountered with Fisher?
It was 20 minutes plus 10 seconds.
Yes, and that is
Oh,
what.
no, 20
so,
minutes plus 5 seconds was the first one, but I think that was
Oh, well,
rapid.
that's ridiculous. See, 20 minutes plus 10 seconds was the timing that someone quoted to us from a tournament.
20
And
minutes, you said 20 minutes plus 5 seconds? What'd you say?
no, 20 plus 10.
20 plus 10.
20,
Okay.
20 plus 10 was what we had been told by someone who had been in a tournament. And I thought to myself, man, I don't want to be in the position where I only have 10 seconds coming to me, because that's ridiculous. And that's why we switched it up. And I just want to make sure that we didn't switch it up so much that it was like
I don't think you
unreasonable.
realize how much 10 seconds is per move. Because every single move that you play, you're probably gaining 5 seconds according to your average time.
Yes, but the point is, I don't care about the fact that I'm going to be gaining time. If I ever run up against that last time slot, I'm in trouble, because that's just 10 seconds. And it's sudden death for 10 seconds. It's crazy.
You're kind of thinking about it wrong, because once you get under like a minute, you're like, okay, this is a ladder or whatever, so I'm going to play this to give myself 30, 40 seconds, and then you'll think about something. And then you're like, okay, I want to give myself 30, 40 seconds, so I'll play this right here quickly to gain the time. So you're constantly strategically giving yourself like a minute at a time.
So then basically, you don't ever wait for the lady to talk, because if you do, it's too late. So basically, you've got to keep in mind.
For me, I was always in the last 5 seconds.
but you have to then keep in mind that, well, how many minutes is my comfort zone?
Yeah.
And say, if it's 3 minutes for me, then when I get close to 3 minutes, I better start making some fast moves.
Well, you also can be like, okay, this is a sequence that I want to use to gain my time back. Like, I'm not going to deviate in this sequence, so let's play this sequence quickly.
Right.
So there's strategic times where you're like, in Byoyomi, you would use those to like, okay, I know my moves for the next 5 moves. Let's think about other stuff on the board for the next 5 moves. But in Fisher, you're like, okay, let's play these quickly and give myself more time to use somewhere else. So different strategy, which I am not used to. Let me tell you, not used to using Fisher, and it's kind of causing me issues in tournaments. But it's still better for the long run. But for me, it sucks.
Yeah. So maybe we should be changing the Fisher we're using to something that is more in keeping with what they're doing at tournaments. Maybe we should go to 20 minutes plus 10.
No, what they're doing in 20 plus 10 might be good. But what they're doing in Chicago is a rapid tournament. They're just playing a lot of rounds. And I think they're also experimenting right now. So no one has like a real answer yet. But I think switching to Fisher is good. Are they doing that for Congress? I doubt it, right?
There was a lot of speculation that they would be doing it for Congress, and they may still do it for Congress, but no one has committed to it yet.
I really think they should. They should just bite the bullet and switch. It's just.
I think that
there's a lot of things.
It might not be a bad idea. It might not be a bad idea at all for them to do that, because if they only do it for the main event, then it doesn't really matter if they're off in terms of the timing, and it's more generous than it ought to be, because it's only 1 game per day. It's not like they have to have it figured out how many, how long it's going to be before the next game starts.
People are going to complain no matter what they do. So I feel like you should switch to the one that is going to be more realistic. And Fisher's just better for tournaments. Like, there's plenty of research for that. But I think there's a lot of things like that in Go culture that come from Japan about like respect, blah, 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 that is holding us back, which like most of it's good. Like starting in the upright corner, I think is good. But there's some culture stuff that is just like holding Go back. And I think the Byoyomi clock is one of those things. It just sucks for the older players, but for newer players, Fisher's just going to be better.
Yeah, so maybe we just do it.
Yeah, I think we would, but like they got to do it. I think they just need to bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah.
But it depends on how some of these old folks, how willing they are to change.
Um,
Um, this is
well,
interesting. Oh,
they're
sorry,
going to
go
have
ahead.
to change. They're going to have to change eventually.
You
So I
know,
mean,
I keep thinking that, and it's taking so many years to do just a couple little things at a time. But I don't know. Some stuff I really like. The NAOL, I like kind of. It's kind of like the same feeling as the website. It's like, yeah, progress, just not enough yet. Keep going. Like, don't stop. Keep it going. Keep improving. Because I like the NAOL, but there's a couple things that it needs to get fixed. It's been almost a year, right?
it's
Um,
been a little over. I think they started at near the beginning of 2023. So it's been about a year and a half, I
oh
think.
yeah, because they started that around Go Congress, didn't they?
No, they started it before Go
Right,
Congress.
right, right. The reason I say that is because I remember seeing them at Congress, and they were trying to use their software at Congress.
Oh, oh, are you talk? But when you say you're talking about NAOL, you're really talking about LEGO.
Yes.
Okay.
They're kind of like shaking hands, though, right?
Well, actually, NAOL utilizes LEGO.
Right.
And of course, LEGO is utilized by Go Magic and also by actual live tournaments in some cases, like they were utilized at the Go Congress. But you can't, I think that your criticism is of LEGO rather than of NAOL.
Um, what's the pair? Who does the pairings? Which one would you blame for the pairings?
Oh, I would actually the the people who run NAOL probably are able to work it out so that LEGO would be able to get the pairings they want. But the real issue is, um, do we want a system that is independent and has its own rating system and that we don't change the ratings because they should change within the system? Or do we have people change their ranks because it's not the same as their OGS rank? Because if we're doing that, then we don't have an NAOL rank really. Because if some people are letting their ranks adjust according to the games and other people are adjusting them because their NAO rank is different than their OGS rank, then it's just a mishmash. And like in Go Magic, for
It just
instance,
needs to be a single ranking system. Like, it's the AGAs, not the OGSs, so they should be AGA ranks.
oh, absolutely never should it be associated with the AGA rank. It should be a separate rank. It's an online rank. It should never be mixed in with the AGA rank that comes from tournaments. Never. Never. And you can see from the total
So you
craziness,
would see you would say NAOL needs an NAOL rank.
and it does have an NAO rank. My
Actually,
NAO,
rather than a
my
Mhm.
my NAOL rank is now 12Q. Based
That's
on
it.
my based on my results. Okay, let me just give you, I know we're using my lesson for this, but I don't care. I started out with my AGA rank of 10Q when the NAOL started. That was before the Congress last year. And it
Mhm.
was 10Q because I had dipped the year previous. So I came in as a 10Q and I dropped to 13Q. And then I dragged myself up to 11Q. And now I'm going back to 12Q. Now, there are those who might say, oh, your OGS rank is 9Q and your AGA rank is 9Q. You should change your NAOL rank to 9Q.
No, they
But
should change the NAOL rank. The NAOL
but
ranks.
but the thing is that then it's not really an NAOL rank. It's like, oh, we're going to call this an NAOL rank, but if it deviates from the other ranks we think are important, we're going to make the NAOL rank into the rank we think is important. Either you have an NAOL rank or you don't. Now, I may be 12Q, and there are people who would say, oh, well, that's terrible. You're coming in as a 12Q. You're really a 9Q. But then I end up playing a guy who says he's 12Q, but he's really 6Q. So am I supposed to change my rank to 9Q? And then I run across these other people who have these crazy ranks?
I think maybe I should actually write a proposal for this, but I think the NEOL should behave like the Hanbayon in Korea and stop stressing about being exactly correct with ranks and have like different tiers of leagues. So like you have the A League, B League, C League, D League, blah 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 blah, and then like when you have like someone joining, you can be like, what? Give me some sort of rank, like AGA, OGS, whatever, and they'll throw you in a league, and then you're stuck there until you play and go up or down by playing.
This is
Um,
exactly the way AYD works, and I think you're right. It ought to be closer to that. It may not be exactly the way AYD works because it might not be the same number of people in each league. But yeah, after you perform well within your group, then you ought to be able to bump up into the next one. And if you don't perform as well, then you bump back down.
the way Hanbayon did it was 2 up, 2 down.
Well, that's the way AYD does it. So,
Yeah.
but the groups might be different in terms of size in this other thing you're talking about. I don't know. How many people do they have? AYD always had 6.
I think I don't remember. It was a freaking several schools of kids, so and it was all in Korean, so I have no idea. My
Yeah.
teacher was just telling me you're in this group, and if you win your games and you're the top 2, you go up a group. And so every month we would go to the Hanbion with kids and try to work our way up the groups. So our teacher sent us there like every month, and I
Well,
think that was a
actually,
good system.
I like this idea of the groups. So yeah, go ahead and propose it, but please don't ever suggest that they mix NAOL ratings with the with the
I
AGA
just meant the
ratings.
AJ needs to have control over it because having a 20Q and a 3Q play was ridiculous. That is just
Um,
ridiculous.
well, here's the problem. If you want to have an NAOL rank, we actually ought to have more than 100 people.
I agree.
Yeah. You know, that we don't have a big enough pool. I mean, like, in a sense, what you're suggesting is almost what Benkyo League is doing, because it's people who have come in and stuck around, and
Mhm.
they may have ranks that don't match their OGS ranks, but they're playing against people who are the same strength as they are, based on having played with each other for a
No,
while.
I really like the Benkyo stuff. Like the Benkyo, like honestly, like I'm fighting like doing a Mega Dragon League because I really like it, right? But also like time is important.
Right.
um, yeah, Ben isn't doing 40 hours a week for coding, so
No, I know he's not. But
but I really like
actually,
what he's doing. I like the whole
yeah,
system.
the league is really great. And at this point, we've got 5 main leagues. And we've got the title tournament too. You see title tournament games here for me.
When you
No
say
main league.
leagues, you're not talking about different events. You're talking about like strength in an event.
No, I'm talking about different. Well, when I say main leagues, I'm talking about strength within the main league. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different groups in the main league, and they are different strengths. We have, let's see, in a sense, I'm kind of like doing an advertisement here, but because you don't have a league anymore,
Hmm.
your people who come to you for reviews could actually benefit from having people to play with. Now, the D League is currently 12Q to 15Q. We have a 15Q floor. Um, and C League is currently 8Q to 9, no, 8Q to 11Q. So that's a pretty good range of ranks. Now, B League is 5Q to 7Q. That's really great. So nobody has to give any more than 2 stones in the B League. The A League is 3Q to 4Q, so nobody has to give more than 1 stone. The S League has an outlier of 4 Dan. We have a 4 Dan in the S League. And then we have 1 Dan through 2Q in the S League. For a while, the D League was from like 10Q to 15Q. So the handicaps there were a little high, but now it's only 12Q to 15Q. So that's gotten better. So that's the main league. And you get to play 1 game with each person in your main league in the month. And then there's points associated with that. And there's prizes based on points. There's a first prize of an hour lesson with Ben, and there's a second prize of a half-hour lesson with Ben. And then there's the title tournament. And the title tournament allows every person in the league to play every other person in the league with a maximum of 9 stones of handicap. And they can play each person as many as 3 times a month. So there's like 3 slots for your games in that spreadsheet. And I currently have more points than anybody else in the title tournament. I have 94 points. I've played 37 games. I've had 20 wins and I've had 17 losses. And some people I actually played 3 times this month. So if anybody wants to join the Benkill League,
if everyone played this many games in the league,
yeah,
I would agree. The thing is, people need to play games. That's my big thing. The league games, I think, are really good. But if you're like, I'm too exhausted after a league game to play more, and you play like 3 games or something a week, then that's, or maybe 2, I don't know. But like, if you're not playing enough games.
I am playing as many as 3 league games a day. Sometimes.
Yeah, like remember, I used to struggle to get you to play 10, and now you're doing like more than 10, like every single time.
Right, you're right.
So I think this is good for you. So by all means.
Yeah, and if you can get your other students to join Benkill League, they can bring you 10 games a week. Because
if only they don't go to Ben because they can only afford 1 teacher. that would suck for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, they can still come to you for lessons. It's, the league is...
Is the league free?
No, the league is $25 a month.
Okay.
But it includes 1 review per month. Okay. And that's pretty much what they're paying for. But the thing is, what they get with the league... Oh, they also get 3 interactive classes per month. Which are conducted on Saturdays. So it's 3 interactive classes, 2 leagues, the chance to earn prizes, and actually a very, very active community. And almost, at least 2/3 of the people have Calendly accounts, which makes scheduling games easy.
Gosh, I love Calendly.
I love Calendly.
All right, so let's jump back into this before we go too much further.
Okay.
So my first thought is why not this?
Let's see. I got to get back to this because I navigated to my spreadsheet.
Yeah, no worries. So you played here in the game. Let me know when you can see.
Wait a second. Okay, I can see now.
Okay, so in the game you played this, and I'm wondering why not this?
Let me see. I do not know.
Because everyone loves to play the AI stuff, but do you have a plan for like how to handle all of this?
Actually, maybe I don't. I guess I just know that I'm allowed to tanuki at that point.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to cut this and see what happens?
No.
So I kind of want to see like if everyone keeps playing this, and a lot of times they won't even play the extension, right? They'll play like over here or something. I want to see like how do they handle this? What do they do? Like what is their plan to handle it? And I just want to see what they come up with because you can do it, but I'm not convinced they can handle the follow-ups. I haven't seen it enough. But yeah, I do like the extension. I think walls with extensions are just really nice to have. Um, I'm just wondering if this cutting point is necessary. But it's fine. It's not like it's bad. I just like having solid stuff. Why not pincer? The right side is the open side. Top side's on the second line.
Yeah.
I think you're
Well, yeah, pincer is good. Yeah,
yeah, I think you're defaulting Joseki's.
I think so too.
That doesn't feel like this clearly feels better for white, I think. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Did you consider this at all? Or do you like this or hate this?
I don't hate it. And it's probably better.
No. I'm not saying it's better. I just don't want you defaulting moves. I want you to explore, to think, have a plan.
Right.
So this is more Sonra Say type games. So if you like that or whatever. But yeah, all it is I just don't want you defaulting things. I want you to do it because you want this type of game. This is kind of an older pattern, but this is technically possible.
I haven't seen it.
I think I've shown you this once a couple years ago, but it's definitely difficult to remember. But anyway, I just thought I'd show it, just for creativity. Sure, this might be okay. Okay, let's go to our center. Let's start drawing squares. So we have this square. Oh, actually, I have a square. Give me my square. Okay, let's see if I remember how to use this. Like you start at one of the corners. That's right. This one. I love my little square because I'm really bad at drawing squares in a hurry. Okay, so we have 4 squares. Which one looks the scariest? I think the bottom right and the top left. What do you think?
Yeah. Bottom right.
Okay. So since we decide the bottom right, now we want to think what tactics do we have in the bottom right? Well, we have invasions, reductions. What do we want? Probably an invasion's a little much with thickness right here. So what about just a reduction?
Right.
How does that sound?
Yep. I like that.
Right. Did you understand the way we came to this idea?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Not saying this is a bad move, but a little less Clossius approachy. Good. I think you're supposed to Hane first. Is the shape.
I think you're right.
This is a little bit tricky though. Maybe, I don't know. Because if I do that, I can get a Paniki. Yeah, maybe not in this case. It's really awkward. What? Okay, well that's just easy. Whatever. Now you just break out. How could, what? Whatever. Okay, whatever. It works. You're good. You're alive. You've destroyed it. All gone.
Thanks. It was a little strange,
Yeah.
but I was happy to get out.
I mean, yeah, like I would be too. We just let you out. What about here? I like this one on this board. Do you know the pros and cons of this move?
No.
So this one says I don't mind losing the corner. Because the weakness of it is that, right? But if you don't mind losing the corner, then it's quite nice. So if they see that, then they have to do that. And that is slightly better than that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the difference is if you don't mind giving up the corner. And if the corner's good for you, then obviously they're not going to go into the corner, right? So you just get more points. A little too soon for something like this. I think just jump. And then maybe build the top left next. Yeah, I don't like giving white more stones in this area. You're killing future Haji. Yeah, but what do you... I guess you're reducing. So it's not bad. I really want this move now. Because white is really invested in this, right? So if I get this move, it's Sente. There's also a knight's move right here, which is quite interesting. So if there's a cutting point right here, that means this knight's move should be interesting, right?
Yep.
Lots of thinking, lots of thinking. Okay. Influence should be the answer. So let's see what happens. What? Okay, interesting. But I don't think I would choose this one. I think you're not having a good global combination.
Probably not.
My first thought is the bottom is not where you want to be, because this makes the bottom like really small because it's on the second line. There's no points for anyone. So unless you can attack something, there's no point to being on the bottom. No one's getting territory on the bottom. Right? That's the idea of this. Just this fudge. Pencil. This corner pattern that you did, like the whole point of it makes the bottom small because it's focused over here. So no one wants this area after that pattern. So that means you want to block on this side. And my first glance thought is maybe try to get something, maybe just this. This is the simplest thing you can do, right? Is build this square.
Right.
So I think that's the simplest thing. We can pick some more complicated variations, and then if we really want, you could actually choose your double hane, which AI says double hane is like almost always within 2 points of the correct move. What did I just do? I misclicked. I think this makes a lot of sense, actually, because the bottom is not where we want to be, and now white's there. And we got territory, white's on the side we don't want. I think that makes a lot of sense. If you ever find the bug where the stones are the wrong color, just go back a couple moves and go for it. I don't know why it happens. It's one of the bugs. Block. Do you need the tiger's mouth here? Because you've already got the base, but the points are nice. I want to... Well, actually, you have this cutting point. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Without the cutting point, I think an attack here is more urgent. But maybe with the cutting point, this is fine. I don't know. Hard to say. Should be attack the left somehow. Ah, armpit hit. Why are we armpit hitting? Those moves stink. Armpits stink. I think the top left square or attack. This is the attack. The tiger's mouth point is usually the attack point. Or the top left square. If we can get something like this going. I don't know. It's something. Something built something. I would rather attack, but I don't want to armpit hit. This is good. What do we want the profit? It's got to be this area, right? Oh, no, there's a weak group. Let's get that. Let's attack that. There we go.
Okay. See, I missed that. You know, I always miss it.
Yeah, no base. So, yeah, push up and double attack.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Ah, you should have said this is a red flag. Clossius not going to like this.
Well, yeah, I probably thought of you when I did it.
I want you to think of me and not do it, though. Yep, this is good. Good.
Yeah.
It's all bad for white. You can get this. This is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, all good for you. Yeah, all super good for you. Yep, don't have to fix. Very good. This is the cap for the one space jump.
Okay.
The dog's face is the cap for the one space jump. Why here? Are you worried about your life and death?
I shouldn't be.
Yeah, you have like a million eyes. My triangles. Oh wait, that's the drawing tool. I want this triangle. Triangle, triangle. These are two eyes right here. There's potential for another eye right here. Potential for another eye right here if you get that jump like you just did. So you have like 4 eyes, I think. No, you want to remember this tiger's mouth right here makes this wall super alive.
Yeah.
Because it's basically 2 eyes and you have the extension. So you should be very, very confident in your life with that tiger's mouth. This is a wasted move. Good surround. Nope. What's the response to an elephant's eye?
A nice move.
Yep. Response to an elephant is a nice move. No, that's weird. Yeah, this one's just weird. I don't understand what you're doing. So you said you didn't notice the baseless group.
No, I did not.
I need to have like a Clossius alarm that goes off at like move 60 or 50. Does any group not have a base? Clossius alarm at 50, move 55. Any group without a base, start looking at it. Like a Clossius alarm.
You know, I think I've mentioned this before, and not as a way of cheating or anything, but as a review, a way of review, perhaps. It would be really nice if there was something built into some review tool like this that would recognize a group that is in danger, so that when I review the game afterwards, I would see it. I might not have seen it during the game, but maybe I could see it during the review.
So it would be possible to say you made a mistake and maybe it's defense or offense, but like saying if it has a base or not, that would be impossible right now.
Well, not a base. But like, wouldn't AI know that a group was in danger? Because
the problem isn't the AI knowing it, is can the AI tell us that?
Right.
That's the issue. I was playing around with something this morning that's kind of interesting, but I think it's the highest level we can get to right now, but I don't think it's quite at the level that you're suggesting. But I was actually converting Cottrain's review and AI Sensei's review into ChatGPT, and then I put it in the Clossius approach and I said, hey, tell me about this game using the Clossius approach. And I got some interesting results. Oh, I can't see the history? How do I... Oh, I want the history. I got it in Discord. I shared it with my Go Club. Game reviews. Okay. Expand. Okay, so it looks horrible because it's text. But the idea is key points by the Clossius approach in AI Sensei. Your opening was solid. You managed to secure a small advantage early on. Key moves, move 28. You maintained your lead by playing a solid move. And move 23. This was 1.1 points worse than AI Sensei's suggestion. The AI Sensei recommended playing C16 to maintain balance. Clossius approach, open corners and sides are priorities. This is the opening, because I told it when the opening was. Let's see, there was a middle game one as well. Was it here? Move 66 was a white because it's an even number. Significant mistake. Play K3 to stay ahead by 11 points. Clossius approach, ensure your groups are strong and you're not leaving weaknesses and you're not missing a chance to exploit weakness. Basically, it's like, hey, there's weakness on this move somewhere. Like something is affecting it significantly. And then move 78, I believe, is there was 79, maybe it was 79. There was a black move that was the opposite. Insignificant mistake. You didn't punish your opponent's mistake was somewhere. It's like, hey, there's a mistake on white's turn and a mistake on the very next move, so probably you missed a punishment of some sort, basically. And I thought that was pretty cool. I was playing around with it. Now, a lot of it was unfortunately a lot of manual copy pasting stuff. So that's something, but if you could automate it, I feel like there's something you could do to automate it, then maybe. but it sounds like you know, that feature creep that I tend to do. So,
Oh yeah.
but if I wasn't doing a million other things, I could totally build a thing that used ChatGPT and AI Sensei, I feel like, and gave game reviews. And then I put like a Cochrane like analytics chart. I don't know. Future Clossy ideas. But right now, like, I'm trying to not get away from Go problems. Why not live?
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, this should kind of be a red flag. You're on the second line a lot right now. So why? You don't need this. You don't need this. You're like
No,
super strong right
yeah,
there.
right. Not only that, but I'm out.
Yeah, there's a million. Everything's super alive right there. You don't need that. There's still cut. Ah, gee. I feel like there's a way to cut this. Dang it. How do I cut you? Here? Dang it. Here? Dang it. But no, that's a throw in. That's a throw in. Yeah. And then if you go here, I go here. But then you just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, frustration. Okay, if you can't cut it, peep it. Let's see, the influence right here. So let's use the peeps and attack that we don't see, and then profit. Yay, 5 points. Bend usually is only when you double Hane. So jump is typical unless these are low liberties.
Okay.
But okay. Well, unless they do that. Now it's a brilliant move. Okay, you're staying connected. You're not cutting your opponent at all. Which, you know.
As usual.
Yeah. This is defense. That is good.
Yeah, because you know, why not?
Clossius bridge defense is fine. Up until like 5Q, and then you need to use like aggressive defense. I thought 9Q you use aggressive defense, but I think it's 5Q maybe.
I'll never have to worry about that because I'll never be 5Q, so.
I just gotta brainwash you. It's okay. I'll just keep working on my brainwashing methods. I've had a couple people like improve just from teaching them nuts and ladders. So I think just like forcing people to do some Ego Dragons already made a couple people improve.
Right.
I just need Go problems that force you to attack.
That would be, well, that could be a category.
The problem is getting the problems, not the category. I would have to get a collection of like.
Have to make them.
Yeah, I would have to get a collection of like AI Sensei games, and then I would have to classify them as attack and defense, and then put them into problems.
Right. So in a sense, you know how Insung has his Goose to Sujis, but he calls them Troublemaster. He's got his Troublemaster problems. You could probably come up with board positions that would have maybe 4 potential attacks.
I definitely could. I could come up with Goose to Sujis, and I could come up with that and opening problems by going through a bunch of games on AI Sensei. The problem is that high enough on my priority list?
Yeah, probably not.
Because I'm only one person, and I've got like 20 other things. So I think they would make really good Go problems. You're not wrong. So maybe it should be on there. I'll put it on the Trello board just in case. I don't know like where on the priority list it'll go. These are my to-dos, and these are the requests on top of it. Let's put make opening, middle game, and Goose problems. Let's do opening, attack, and defense, and then goose problems from AI Sensei reviews. Now, I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's on there. I just wish I could not sleep so I could dedicate another 10 hours a day to coding. Because I feel like it's like I never have enough time to get out all the features that I want out.
Yeah.
Is this just thing? Okay, let's look at another game. We've spent enough time on this one.
Yep.
We can look at the
Now that's a
1-1.
6-stone game, so you might want to save that in case
Were
we
you
run out of
black
stuff.
or white?
I'm black.
Okay, then that's just defense. If you're white, that would be offense practice. So
Yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
speaking of which, let's scroll up farther. Let's see. There's a Kadar game that is a 3-stone handicap game.
Mhm.
I'm white, and he won it by 1.5, and
Well,
it's
this one's 12.5.
Mm.
That one's 12.5, and this is 1.5. There it is.
yeah. So basically, that game might be good to look at. He managed to win it, and basically, I've been able to give him 3 stones and win with relative consistency. So I lost this. And if Kadar's here, he'll enjoy it too.
Okay. While this is loading, I'm gonna go grab me a water real quick. I'll be
Okay,
back in
go
just a
ahead.
second.
Okay, I'm going to run off for a second too. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hello, viewers. I hope you're enjoying. I can't see if you're typing because I don't see comments during the lesson. Wow, I spent 9.7 seconds on a move. Oh, wait a second. These numbers are not making sense to me. 65, 58, 97. That can't be.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, me too.
Alrighty.
Now,
You
on
did
this
18
chart,
seconds? Wow.
what's that? Oh, 18 seconds per average. Okay, so then these numbers do make sense. I spent 97 seconds on a move.
Daggum.
I was trying real hard to win.
Yeah, you put a ton of effort into this game.
Yeah.
Was this Fisher time or Bio Yummy?
Be a yummy. I'm pretty sure.
I'm curious if you have better average time in Fisher or Bio Yummy. Because Bio Yummy, you avoid overtime. But in Fisher, you're saying like you have plenty to work with and you're ending with more time. So I wonder if
know.
you get more used to Fisher, if your average time will actually improve.
I'm hoping. I am hoping because you see, the thing about Fisher is that based on the way we're doing Fisher and Benkyo League with the 20 second plus, I don't really have to worry about running out of time because 20 seconds will be enough, even if I get to that.
Mhm.
But with Bioyomi, I'm always worried that I don't want to get into Bioyomi. And the practice that we've done with it hasn't really eased me um, in terms of being nervous about it. But so maybe Fisher's better.
Mhm. Have you? This is more of a side note, but have you played around with Puzzle Rush?
I did I did it at least twice.
Yeah, I saw that you were on there. I just didn't know how much you were did it or enjoyed it.
Could have been 2 or 3 times. I thought it was fun. Um, I can't remember whether I felt as if I was nervous about running out of time, but like it's like a bulk of time, right? And then you
Yeah, three
try to,
minutes.
and yeah, and then you try to do as many problems as you can in that period of time.
Right.
And then they get harder, right?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah,
So maybe
it's
it's a
cool.
different feeling. It's less like time to solve per problem and more like I'm solving as many as I can.
Yes,
Maybe that's the difference.
right.
Um, Dude, I'm addicted to that thing. I keep doing it so much. Okay, so here, this is an interesting point. So when you go here, you want an extension, right? But so does black.
Um, right. And so
S
black can get it.
right. So in that case, just play the extension. That
And
way you're
that's a really good point. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, it's interesting because that kind of move is the kind of move that Insung has basically beaten out of me because
yeah, it's not AI.
it's not corner friendly, you know? And even though R10 is a perfectly legitimate move and has been for, decades, no longer
Yeah, no
is
one
it
plays it anymore.
accepted. Nobody.
Like
Because it's not corner
the
friendly.
difference between patterns from the 1800s and now with the AI patterns is like pros level. Like it doesn't matter. Like none of us are pros. So it's like what, 4 ranks maybe at tops? So it's 4 ranks weaker than a 9 Dan pro, right? So that's it. Which is
Yeah,
like
which
freaking
is fine for me.
5p or something. So I think it's perfectly fine to play the patterns from back then. What matters is like your judgment calls and making sure you're playing consistent basics and you have the fundamentals. So I think this one makes perfect sense to me. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
I
I like
don't
the
like
logic.
this.
I
I
like the
don't like
logic
this.
behind it, you know?
Hmm. At the very least, I would go here.
Right. Yes, and according to Yin Yang's um, estimation of the value of the sides, the right side is the most valuable side because of the stone at 017,
Hmm.
making it larger.
Okay, I like this. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, good. Why? Why not just capture it?
Um, I could, but I didn't think I needed to.
You think it's dead as it stands?
Maybe it's not, but I felt as if I could handle it.
Okay. Are you picturing this sequence? Do you remember that this sequence exists?
Um, yes.
Okay. So when they play here, you need to make sure it doesn't affect that cutting point.
Oh, okay. I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Yeah, it's just keeping track of two things simultaneously. It's not really thinking ahead. It's like thinking two things at once.
Right.
This is really slow. Maybe a attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hmm. No, yeah, touch Nobi. You
Uh, what did I do?
you played this two space. Also, don't two space into a two space.
That's right. Okay, fine.
So
Got it.
this is two mistakes.
Yes, you're right.
This is very important. There's nothing else that can like
Right. Right.
because everything falls apart if black starts cutting you here. Ooh, ladder. Isn't that the end of the world though? But I don't know if you know it. What? What? Hold on. Is this? Yeah, it definitely runs into Blackstone. Yeah, it definitely runs into the Blackstone.
Right.
So, did you both miss the ladder?
Um, I think um I know I was thinking about it at the time, and I think that I decided after I played the the move to extend that it wasn't that it was I don't know. I can't remember now.
Okay. Here, because it's a ladder, you can't run with it, so just connect.
Right. Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. For this type of capture, normally you capture it to the edge, but because these two might be captured in the future, I would capture it from this way.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's slight difference. It's not like a huge thing, but it's preparing for a potential scenario in the future. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Good defense. I don't like the bottom, but I like the right. So,
I got
uh,
lucky there.
mm, I think this is okay because you need a base to attack the center with. This one is a little different because when you push to the edge, this stone cuts the other stone.
Exactly.
So you
Right.
have to
Exactly.
connect. Now it's still okay because you are still fine, but you have to keep that in mind whenever you're playing this one instead of that one.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Cutting your opponent's good. Nice. This is a good catch. Good catch on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better about not responding to everything.
Just for those who are asking, this is a hidden feature because it's still buggy. But I sent you a link. Yeah, but this is not public, quote unquote. Like you can get it and you can use it, but it's not like on the page. Simply because it's too many bugs. Push one more. Do you remember being told, probably by several teachers, that you push until the turn is not forcing? So,
Oh,
like here, there's a cut, right?
right, exactly.
But if you push one more, now there's no cut.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure you remember that because it's quite a big difference in endgame points.
Oh, by the way, can you take a look and see if Kadar is in the chat?
I have not seen his name.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm going to message him. Uh, Now he may not be able to come, but at least he's been told.
You gotta connect.
I know.
This one, I think you just die. Oh, yeah. Well, no, this is just not good. Like you two space into a two space. If none of it's gonna be good, I guess.
Okay.
This is a two space into a two space, so you want a
Right.
one space here.
Yeah.
I think I would fix this because at this level, just being alive is really powerful. And the two space has one eye. Well, having this or even this makes this a lot more live. Now, this one's a little awkward because of this variation, but so I think just connect in this case. But having just the extra almost eye right here makes this a lot easier to play in the future. Versus if in the future you get reduced or something another. You only have one eye right here ever.
Right.
Yeah, just remember the two space into two space.
I kind of knew that it wasn't great, but I also kind of felt as if giving 3 stones, I needed to be a little loose. Or,
No. That's not what you want to do. You want
I
to
just
have
want
better Tanuki timings. You don't want to be looser.
Okay. So then I'm waiting for the mistakes. I'm waiting for my chance to Tanuki.
You want to Tanuki like a slightly bit more often, but honestly, 3 stones and 2 stones. This is 4 stones and above. You want to just Tanuki a little bit sooner than you normally would and just deal with the consequences like normal. So it's going to be a slight uncomfortability for defense, but it's only a slight difference, right? It's just you're Tanukiing maybe a half step earlier than you normally would. But it's not like you're playing different defense. So when you get attacked, you're still going to play the connected shapes, make bases, yada yada. For 3 stones and 2 stones, though, it's basically an even game. Just play what you would normally play. Because you are going to likely catch up in endgame and probably from one mistake in the middle game.
Okay.
4 stones, you don't really have a position established, and it's not possible to. So 4 stones, it goes a little bit weird. And that's where your Tanuki timings come in. But for 3 stones, I would just say play normal. You should get the advantage somewhere. And if you don't, then they deserve it.
That's true. That is true.
I would just say the big thing to keep an eye on is your Tanuki timings. Make sure you're not overly being defensive.
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't play so much here. I would play a 1-point jump if I'm defending.
Right.
I think this is probably more important though.
Right.
Maybe. I think so. It's pretty big. Maybe I'm wrong. This is following your opponent. There's no reason to be there. Here?
Okay.
Oh, just something. Do something. This is a cool thing to do to bully Q players. Whenever they have the corner sealed and that there's nothing on the outside. The outside is never going to change, right? So this is the max influence they will get. Throw a stone at the 3/3.
Okay, even though
Once.
they can kill you from the second line? Okay.
Yeah, just leave 1 stone in there. Leave 1 stone in there. This will terrorize them in their head. And sometimes you'll even get a second move out of it. Because it'll terrorize them. It's a psychological battle. Throw 1 stone in there. It's kind of like a 3-space jump. I tell you to throw 1 stone in it. It just messes with them so much that the value is amazing.
So now you're teaching me psychological Go.
Yeah, psychological warfare. How to beat up Qs. Here is good, but this is better.
Okay.
But only do it when the 3/3 doesn't lose you points. That's the key. Don't let yourself lose points. No, you can block. You have a base on the top and the left, so there's no reason to figure the cut.
That's
Everything's
correct.
alive, so cut doesn't matter. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what this does. Oh, you're trying to build. Okay, well, it's close. It's too shallow, though. Needs to be at least, I think, 5 lines. So maybe here.
Okay.
That's 4 lines, but it's close. This is too close, though. This is too shallow. Also, it's Gote. You build the center in Sente. Or you cash out the center in Sente. You play extensions to set up an attack in Gote. This one is endgame. because the center
Okay.
is domino.
True.
Okay, you played way too many two space jumps this game. Two, two, two.
That was probably it.
This one was another 2 into 2.
But that's right.
Yeah, way too many two space jumps. I think that's the big key here. Let's go ahead and actually write that one down. Too many two space jumps in one of the games, and then 2 to 3 handicap should be played like normal, and you are waiting for one middle game mistake and one in-game mistake. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at another one.
Sure. Look at the notes section and look at the blue ones and pick one.
Right. This one is 9.5. I forget that I can just literally click.
Right.
I can literally click this little button right here and it works.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I just keep not doing it. I'm like, I see it and I'm like, why didn't I click that? It makes my life easier. All right, so you are black. 5.9.
Wow. Look at how white spent 102 seconds on some move.
Mhm.
I wonder what happened there.
Move 108.
Yeah.
7.7 seconds, not bad. Ah, they were trying to read if this worked or not. I feel so bad. Like I can solve it at a glance, and they spent 2 minutes on it. That makes me feel so bad. But they're trying. It's good. They're reading out to Sujis. Okay, so you are black. Good. That's the same thing as the last one.
Exactly.
See, this would be a really good opening problem. This would be a good opening problem. It's right here.
Right. Yes.
And then maybe that freaking home button. Maybe this could also be an opening problem. I don't know. I would have to go through the AI and see if it's like understandable. But like
Well,
you wouldn't want to do this because of that, or you want to go here. Do you remember actually the Kobayashi crap?
oh, it's kind of interesting that
No,
you
it's
should
here.
mention Kobayashi because there's a player in Benkyo League who plays Kobayashi, and he won the last 2 games against me. Now, in one of them, he didn't get to play Kobayashi, but Ben has been working with me to show me a little bit about Kobayashi. So that's something I'm going to start studying.
You know what would be very interesting that probably exists, but no one has the time to make, is to build a Catago engine and use only pro games that have a certain opening. So like you get 10,000 pro games or 100,000 pro games, I don't know what the data set would be, of only Kobayashi openings. And you throw that into AI, and then you play the AI. That would be really fun, and see what comes out. I think it would be a very interesting experiment. We have access to the pro games. It's just sorting them all. 4.6 million pro games is a lot of pro games, but that's also a lot of sorting. And then once they're all tagged, then you also have to build the AI and then run the AI and then blah blah blah. So maybe in a couple of years I'll have time to do something like that. This is territorial.
Yes, I know. And you know what?
No, this is fine. I'm not saying it's bad.
Oh, but wait a second. it is not my usual response to that move. I ordinarily would have played K15, and I probably should have. However, this particular player has been a very hard opponent for me. And I mistakenly thought that if I went for the territorial move of N16, that I might have stayed out of trouble because I could have imagined him creating havoc in that area. But actually, I believe Ragnar reviewed this game for us later. It was not on voice or anything, and there was no text, but he just left a lot of variations. And this is one thing he told me I should have done.
This is stylistic. The Clossius approach would go here because the Clossius approach wants to be the attacker. But territorial is a style.
Right.
But yeah, if you're worried about him causing havoc, then just make sure you're the one attacking. Because a lot of the times the attacker gets to control the flow. No, this is textbook. Here, here.
Yeah, exactly. He showed me that too.
This one's textbook. I think it's literally in textbooks.
Yes,
I think you can even cap as a follow-up. And if they have to go here. Because if they go here, then you get to peep.
Right.
Yeah, literal textbook shape. Okay. Ooh, cool attach. Wrong timing, but really cool attachment. I really like it. Nice. I like it.
I've been doing a lot more attaching lately.
Yeah, I think you're skipping. I think this one should be pretty obvious.
Yes, that's true.
I really like that you're attaching, though. It's really cool.
See, the thing is, when I start to do stuff like that, I'll probably end up doing it prematurely. You know, and then perhaps I'll manage to get it into the right location in the game.
A possible idea is to attach right here, because the way this variation works, if they play it this way, is they get influence, but you already have a stone canceling out that influence.
Right.
So typically they want to go for the territory. And that would be a way to destroy the left if that's what you're after. But technically the top left is quite scary, so I don't think your move is bad. But I just wanted to show you that C5 also exists in some scenarios. Okay. Yes, because the crosscut is a variation that you can play here. Then connect, take the base, and you just run away using your low liberties. Yeah, perfect. That one is too much, because now the cutting point is a net.
Right.
So you only push when the cutting point is not a net. So for example, here, there's not a net.
Right.
Probably. But once there's a net, you don't want to move one line at a time. You want to move 2 lines at a time.
Right.
Okay, whenever they do this with the 3-4 point, like with the 3-3, just throw a stone right here.
Okay.
The Aji or the potential is worth it just to leave it on the board.
Now, are they likely to respond to that?
Yeah, you'll make life if you'll make life immediately if they don't.
Okay. Let's see. Do me a favor and show me that.
Well, I'll show you the life. If white plays here, the life is here, here, here. That's alive.
Right, right. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah.
Okay. So if white doesn't respond, that's the minimum that you have to live. So that should just live. I think white has to go one of these two. Probably here's the safest. And now whenever you do anything on the outside and later in endgame, you'll have this little bit of potential Aji to work with.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll get another move out of it because Q players be scared. 2 space. Don't 2 space. I would 1 space for defense, but honestly, I think you're pretty okay, so I would just shoulder hit and jump. I think that's pretty... If you control this area, you can't be attacked. So it's pretty active. This one was a big one. Black should have really got that one. That was a big chance missed. This one is here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't play. You can technically go here. It's okay. Like, the influence is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
How to get a quarter of the board? Yeah, you kicked, but like there's still stuff in here. It's not like the kick fixes stuff. Go fourth line. You're playing territory, then go fourth line. Fifth line is too invadable. There's too much potential in here. Like maybe here. Yeah, there's too much potential. Okay, this makes sense if you are after this square. But you don't have this side, and you went fourth line there.
Sipchint just followed.
So I think if you want to play on this square, you should play like this.
Okay.
Or reduce first. See if you can get a response out of them. And then you could play like this. And now you're threatening something. Yeah, this one feels a little bit slow to me. But it's not nothing. Okay, good, good. You pretty much got to the same conclusion I did, just a little less efficient, but still good. Newbie, actually you can't because of this move. Uh-oh, uh-oh, gonna lose half your corner. That's unfortunate. That one you actually don't have to play. Fun fact. This stone is, you squeeze it.
Yeah. That one is we're supposed to be willing to give that up. Right.
Yeah, this one is the one you can just squeeze. So you could have blocked the corner.
So that was not a great move.
Okay, you really need to get to the bottom right and get this because you're missing a lot of stuff down there. Like this is all your like house stuff. If you get to it first. This is too passive. Yeah, too small. Like all of this, literally this move is like twice as big.
Right.
Than all of those moves. Careful. I hear a goose. This is gonna goose. Okay. So this is an interesting thing that's hard to get the timing right, but in the middle game, when you attack, it's usually surround and get profit. But in the second half of middle game, when the center is done, when it's neutral, then sometimes you need the points. So here you have to make a judgment call. Is the influence better or is the territory and letting white out better? So that's a judgment call. I still want to say surrounding is the answer here, but just keep that in mind when you're choosing block or surround.
Mm-hmm.
Two space. Cut central.
I realize that now.
Okay.
Doesn't that kind of help me?
What?
I mean,
yeah.
His move at K4.
Yes, it does.
So now no more cut central.
Probably. There's still a potential for a crosscut, but I think it's much better than it was. But yeah, I think here I would cap.
Oh yeah, because see, I didn't see the weakness.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to get you to see that there's no base.
I know.
I'm not sure how. Like, I know I've assigned homework where you just say, does it have a base? Like every 5 moves, or every group you're like, does it have a base? Does it have a base?
Except, you know what the problem is?
You get distracted.
No, once the lesson is over, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do later. So, you know, I'd almost have to log in to my lesson notes every time I play a game in order to know what I'm supposed to do.
Hey, that's what you got to do. But yeah, there's no base and no base. I think that's, if you can learn to recognize this, then you'll start having a lot better middle game.
Yep.
Okay, it's endgame. Perfect. Nice and perfect endgame. Oh my gosh, look at that. And there's not perfect. It lasted a good bit though. I think you got like 20 moves of perfect endgame.
Yeah, I should have done that. Yes, I
And
absolutely.
then
I should have seen that.
reduce.
But it's really, you know what? It really feels good, even if I'm losing, to get that end game train going. You know.
Yeah,
And
it's so valuable. Missing that endgame train is like 20, 30 points difference. Why fix here?
I could easily have done that. Yeah, it would have been better. It's not as if I needed, to do that.
I think you did on the bottom too. If you don't
Yeah,
need
I didn't.
eyes, which you might need eyes
Yeah.
down here, I'm not sure. This is 2 points. Did you read it? Did you read it? Let's read it. Let's just push start here. What happens? Dot 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 dot. Okay. That's
Okay. So
well,
then,
that's like
act.
assuming we are super passive about it.
Yeah, yeah. See, the thing is, that's quite a bit
Oh
to
wait,
read.
no, that's not a loose ladder. Okay, so fix here.
All right. Is it really that much better?
This one would be ideal if you can get it.
But then that's a lot to know that that's okay.
Okay.
That's way too much. That's way too much.
Okay, I forgive. I
Any
yield.
anything. Look, three moves ahead is reasonable to expect. 5 moves ahead is reasonable to hope for. Anything more than that, just forget it. If your solution involves more than 5 moves ahead, don't even think about it.
Okay. There's a lot of small points. Get all this stuff. Get all this stuff. Get all this stuff. Then you can get back up
Okay.
here.
Do you have a score estimator on this?
No, there's no AI built in.
Okay, because that's unfortunate, because after you do something like that, it would be really nice to see what the score would have been.
Well, what am I comparing it to?
Well, you were getting extra endgame moves, right?
Right. So if we're saying let's play 5 moves or something and see what the score is?
Yeah.
9.3. Okay, and if I play my endgame stuff, dot 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 dot. Honestly, it's probably just the pointers too, but it's making sure white doesn't get it too.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Look at
it's
that.
a lot more. Wow. Okay. That was a lot more than I thought it was.
Yeah. See, now that's worth seeing.
Endgame is valuable.
Sure is.
Any goose. Okay, you prevented the goose in advance. It looks like at the correct timing. Good. Good dummy. Good dummy order.
Good.
Okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at this one. 37.5. Uh-oh.
Yeah. That is one to look at. That'll probably keep us busy until the end of the lesson.
Okay. What in the world? Big mistake, and then you brought it back, and then big mistake. Interesting.
Yeah.
8.7. It's okay.
Anything better than 6 is an improvement for me.
Do you ever consider the pincer?
Hardly.
Because what if we do it this way? That's a position.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. Here, like, it almost like demands a pincer. Yeah, I think you need to get pincers back in your possible moves.
You know, this may also be the influence of Insung, because you know, pincers have fallen way out of style.
A little kitty cat formation.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you do it? This isn't a normal thing. Don't copy your opponent's weird stuff. That's not Joseki. That is when they play the knight's move that you do this.
Yeah, I know.
The 3/3 or the pincer is the normal moves.
Okay.
I forget if this is Sente or Gote. Oh crap! Am I missing a move? I think it's here, and then you can go here. That feels like a nice optimistic pattern. Cut here first. Then here.
Okay.
Got to leave the Aji stone. Okay, good. Yeah, your opening was a little bit deviant from what you normally play. Did you check the cutting points? I don't think you checked the cutting points.
Probably not.
You slide. You don't get cut.
Yeah.
I don't think you checked those cutting points.
No, and I don't even know if I would have been able to read that.
Jump. If you need the base, jump. Kick doesn't quite get the base. There is a variation to get it, but I don't think you know it. You can go here, 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 here. It's really expensive though, because it kills all of the future potential Aji. Just jump. It's the safest and simplest, and it just works.
Right. Yeah.
Kick has too much Aji.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. What? What is this move?
Well, I realized that this was not working out the way I expected it to. And I guess I was trying to minimize the damage.
Minimize the damage is fix the cutting points.
Okay.
Like, leaving cutting points isn't fixing anything.
But if I play B3 or C4, okay, I've eliminated one of those cutting points by playing C4, but I still have left the E4 cutting point behind.
Okay, so if you play here, there is one cut.
That's
if
right.
you play here, there is two cuts.
That's right.
So
but,
how can that be better?
Well, but can't I just take the stone if they make the cut at C4?
Well, yeah, so they wouldn't. They would just play this one in Sente. Versus if it was here, it's Gote.
Well, that is true. Okay, got it.
Also, this one's bigger. because it also threatens to cut black.
That is true as well.
So cutting black is
Yeah.
very powerful.
I just had a real brain fart at that point where things were just not what I was hoping to see, and it just totally screwed me up.
Yeah, connect cutting points. Connect cutting points. All this extra crap is going to get you in trouble. Whatever. You can surround this. Maybe it's difficult. I don't know. No, nobody down. That's how you fix the
that's
corner.
better.
It also threatens the base.
Right, got it.
This is to prevent getting surrounded, and you're not about to be surrounded yet. Nope, you can't do it. You're the one who didn't fix it earlier. You gotta go follow up your own strategy. Something. You're just gonna have to deal with the end game here. Yeah, there's too many moves right here to live. You could have been. You only need these three. You don't need all this extra stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Do be careful. I think I would shoulder. It has a better relationship with your weak group.
True.
Oh, I spy a target, and now there's two weak groups. Clossius hates this.
Yeah. This is how I lost the game, I'm sure.
Run away. Don't push your opponent into your own stone. This is a broken shape. Avoid this cut through shape. It is very bad. Very bad shape. Yeah, you're in trouble. Like, it's gonna be hard to get out of. Run and then try to get some set day moves and do something. I don't know. It's gonna be really hard to get out of. You're in a lot of trouble. Okay, you got one. Look for the attachments. Look for the tiger's mouths and attachments. Good. Good catch. Nice. Okay. I think this one was free.
True.
But okay. At least you're not dead. So that's nice. Okay, cool. He lives. Awesome. How convenient. And now we live over here. Very good. Cut.
Yep.
It's all about the cutting points. That is the secret to Q attack and defense. You can Atari first.
True.
That way you don't have this stupid wedge.
Right.
No reason to have that wedge. Oh, like literally did it in the game. What does this do?
I don't know.
It doesn't fix any of the cuts.
No.
It looks like you have this habit of when you have two cutting points to fix neither of the cutting points because you don't know which one to fix, so you do neither. That's the wrong answer. Fix the important one. So in this case, it's this one and the jump.
Okay.
Yeah, the not fixing any of the cuts is not the answer to multiple cuts. Oh, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go that way. This is too expensive.
I know. And that's why I lost by so much.
I'm not sure what you're doing here. Okay. You could technically like go right here. Because if they take, you double Atari and the whole thing's still dead.
Yeah.
This one is more points locally, and this one is Sente. Probably. But I think the points here is the correct answer. You're really short on points. That is not a monkey jump! Red flag! Abort! Abort!
Yeah,
Abort!
I know.
Abort!
I know. It was terrible.
Oh no. Okay, one of those painful lesson learned moments.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't monkey with low liberties. Oh, it's unfortunate. So you have to go here. Yeah, it's unfortunately just one of those things you have to learn the hard way. If you weren't gonna die, there's some interesting Tsuchis. Mm-hmm. Why? But okay, whatever. I don't care. I love how black just fixes you. Literally can kill something right now. Oh wait, no, you can't. Those two stones are dead. But still, like, super dangerous right now, and black just fixes it. What?
I have no idea what that was.
What in the world? Ah, okay. Okay. Just didn't go back far enough. This is why it's not public. Too many bugs. Cool. No bees or Sente. Good. Endgame's definitely better than black's. I really want this, but I need to be sneaky about it. But I think there's a goose. You gotta be sneaky. Oh. Gotta be sneaky with the goose. Yeah, endgame's life and death.
That's yeah. Actually, that wasn't a problem. You're right.
Yeah, endgame looks like you're just doing better than your opponent. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Good find.
Thanks. I was
Good
proud of
find.
myself.
Is this because it's a Mega Dragon? Or
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure exactly. I it's just that I anticipated the throw in and then I tried to figure out if it worked.
That's cool. It's a good catch.
Yeah.
This one is a co-threat.
It may well be because of Sumi Go Dragon's influence.
That would make me happy if the app is helping you improve. This one is not good. It's minus 0.25 or 0.025, I forget, but this is a co-threat.
Yeah.
Is there a goose? Let's find a goose. Da, 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 da. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. It'd be fun to scare him, though.
Yeah.
It's fun to scare your opponent.
As long as you can count on them to answer, sure.
Well, you just make sure it's all Sente, and then
Right.
you can try stuff. As long as it's the end of the game, it's fine.
Right.
Okay. This one, I think, is going to be this group.
Yeah.
That and the monkey jump. The monkey jump was painful.
Oh yeah, the monkey jump. It was terrible. Now what's interesting is this was a really big loss to this opponent. And what's interesting is that last month I played a game against him and I won it by 0.5. Now, the significance of that game is that it was the game that would determine whether or not I would fall from 8Q to 9Q in Benkyo League. And I managed to stay 8Q by the skin of my teeth with a 0.5 game.
Nice. Nice. Those are the 0.5 games are always exciting.
Yeah, more than my share, I believe, of 0.5 games. And I have a great many low point games.
I love how many spikes there are. A little
Okay.
spiked graph.
Now, this is interesting. This is Igaru, one of my regular Benkyo League opponents, a double-digit Q who plays me even. And I have a number of them who do that, and some of them have actually beaten me. And this game, I think, was pretty close. If it may have been 2.5.
17.5.
Oh, 17.5. Oh, okay. There was a more recent one that was closer. So yeah, this is a bigger win.
Okay. I figured it out. You started using a lot of time in endgame. That's why your average is going up.
Oh, good.
You've spent a lot more time in endgame, which is gaining you like what, 20 points apparently. So that's nice. At least you're doing that. The middle game we still got to attack, but your end game is doing good when you take your time. But I think that's where the time is coming from.
Maybe.
Did you see the Joseki book that I released?
The one that was part of the Sumigo Dragon?
Yeah.
I did. I looked at that. I don't think I worked my whole way through it, but I did open it up as soon as you made it available.
Yeah, I think I think you'll know most of it. It's mostly just like the simple DDK Josekis that you need to know. But yeah, this was one of the patterns in it. Oh, I'm sorry, what? What is this? Oh, I think that one doesn't work. Okay, so if you go here, it just leads to a third line cut situation.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, if they fix, it's just bad. But okay. Sure, whatever. It's fine. They screwed it up. Everything's good for you. Oh, crap. They can die in the corner. Okay, so if you go here, they go here, right?
Right.
You go here, they have to fix.
Of course they do.
Yeah, that's all.
And then
That's
they're
all
dead.
obvious. And then all you have to do is not die, and they're dead. At a glance, you can see that is dead, right?
Right, exactly. So I
just
have to
don't
live.
die. Yeah, just don't die, and it's dead.
Great.
So I don't know how readable this is for you.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I did not see that as potential at all.
This is kind of shape recognition, where you just like recognize 1 shape, 2 shape, 3 shape. It's not even. It's not about the move count here. It was about 3 shapes in a row. I would definitely go like right here. Called me old-fashioned. Maybe even like right here. That's interesting. You could also like Chinese opening crap right here. This is just good for you.
Hello, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, this one is just good for you.
Yep.
You changing your mind from the other game?
It was based on the opponent.
Ah, okay. 3-3. Throw a stone. Give him a headache. And
Okay.
then leave it alone. Now we play reductions.
Yeah.
Leave that headache in there. I will say this is one of these cute killer moves. Because everyone's so afraid of it, they don't go near it, but then the corner becomes massive.
Right.
So make sure you're not afraid of it. Just go deal with it. Okay. Could also attach. Okay. Yeah, this would be great if you just leave a 3/3 stone and then run away. It'd be great because if you can get 2 moves out of it, it's perfect. You've already made up the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You still have a floating group, so keep that in mind. So ideally, we take the base, force them to run, and then save our group in Sente. That would be an optimistic but ideal strategy.
Okay.
Why would you block this side instead of this side? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
I think you wanted territory, but you weren't even looking at black space. This is good. This shape is more textbook. The big problem is your 2 stones are floating. You got to fix that.
That is true. Yeah.
So maybe just fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Just fix it, and then black has to deal with it, and then you can do whatever you want again. Like here. Gonna be a little difficult to profit, but I think just save yourself in Sente. No, don't go for the territory. The territory is a lie. Fix your stuff. Fix your stuff. The territory is a lie. It is not your friend. Uh-oh. Not just double Atari.
That is true. I could do that. But I started to realize that my 2 stones were needing help. And
Yeah,
I knew I wasn't.
this helps
I
them.
knew I wasn't. I was. Yeah. I didn't think of that as a way to help them. But I knew that I wasn't going to die in that local area. If I Tanuki'd. So I did.
That's a big chance right there. You tend to be playing like you run that way and then you like make a turn. Like what's down this way?
Oh, well, it isn't like I was so much running towards something as making life in the middle.
Yeah, don't do that.
And
Don't do that. That's really, really slow. Just
okay,
run to your friends. Run to your
okay,
friends.
run to my friends. Okay.
You ever seen the game where the entire edge is blackstones and you have to live in the center?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's really hard, right? There's a reason
Yeah.
it's an exercise. So run to your friends that have the edge. The edge is where the eyes are.
Right.
Living in the center is really hard. Okay, good for points. You're still floating in the center. You know the shape, but you're just playing shapes. You gotta go to your friends.
Okay.
Play the shape that goes the direction you want. This is so silly looking. 2-2-2. Yeah, you gotta play the shape that goes the direction you want, not the shape just for shape's sake. Okay. Hey, there's that in-game magic. Hey, you're getting all the in-game. Now you're back to this.
At this point, that move was for reduction rather than for living because
Really?
I was thinking I was going to live.
Huh. Maybe. A little scary. Okay. Okay. Good, good. Your in-game is so much better than your opponent's. At least in the games that I'm seeing. Is this Sente? This doesn't feel Sente.
It is not Sente, and I should have should have realized that.
Do you see this is an elephant's eye?
You know, I
So
think I was
threaten it.
failing to notice.
I just mean you can threaten it in Sente.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. All good, 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 all good. Endgame's good. Your endgame is doing good. Wait, 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 you missed the free one.
Oh, that's true. I could have gotten
I
that.
feel like I've seen this position. Did I see this game before?
I don't think so. Um, uh, well, you know what? You would have. Oh, wait. When you load it, you don't see whether or not there's a review.
Right.
So I don't know. Why don't you go to the game and see whether you did a review? Because I think that's unlikely because I didn't have a lesson during that time period with you.
I wonder if I reviewed it for Igaru or
Igaru?
something. Maybe, I
You
don't know.
might.
This Atari
You
looks
might.
familiar, but maybe
Well,
maybe it's just something
it
similar
could
happening
have.
somewhere else.
Yeah, it could have occurred in a different game.
Wait, what? What, you still don't find this move?
No, I guess I didn't.
That
I
one's
guess I
not
didn't.
even that's just a straight capture race. Yeah,
No, I didn't.
I feel like this should have been like a hint that, oh, wait, there's something. Yeah, that's a really big mistake. You're super scared of this cut, aren't you? Okay, whatever. At least you don't die.
Yeah, see, I didn't see it. I did not see it at all.
Yeah, both of you missed it.
Yeah.
Don't push diagonals. Push the position.
Okay.
Chicken move.
Okay. Hey, check. Wait, before I made that move, check and see how many seconds I spent on it.
This is move 172. 170. No, it looks like OGS didn't give me the data. That's weird.
Oh, well.
That's weird.
Okay, never mind, since you can't tell me. Because I know that recently, especially with Fisher Time, I have been able to count near the end sufficiently to count rather than read. And I know you don't like that, but sometimes I do it.
I don't like it when it's a simple move. Nah, I go here. They're gonna. Are you thinking they're gonna go here? Then just connect. They have to fix, and you get the point
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I suspected your audio had been cut off because you were in the middle of a sentence and it stopped.
Ah,
And that was about 5 to 10 seconds ago. But don't worry about it.
okay. You could. No, you can't. Never mind. Yeah, just this is the move. That's it.
Right. True.
What? Why? Okay, whatever. Looks like you're correct. Your anti-goose timing is correct.
Okay. Good.
Look at them trying to find the goose.
I thought that was really good. That he really did try to find the goose.
Yeah, no, it's good, but you were already
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah.
Like, this move tells me you're already prepared.
Right.
Ow, I just hit my arm. Okay,
Now, if you want me to do specific types of problems, you can mention them. Just don't bother with a number because it'll drive me crazy that I can't that I can't figure out how to make it work. So, but I'll just try to do them. I'll do some.
I want to give you homework, but I'm worried you're just going to immediately forget. But maybe try to count how many groups are on the board and the middle game. This is just to get you looking at them.
Yeah, that's a good
Then
idea.
check if they have a base.
Right.
Because then you'll count both colors. You
Right.
won't just look at yours and play. You'll say how many groups are on the board for everyone. And then you'll be
Right.
looking at both colors and you just look for bases.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Now, if you whether you remember it or not is up to you. But that is
What
that is
I
my
really ought
homework.
to do is I ought to find a Post-it note, and I ought to put that on a Post-it note, and I ought to put it on my monitor.
I
That's
wish I could give you guys a checklist or something, but I really don't need more things to build.
No, you don't.
Yeah. I was like, here, did you like find 5 games? You check 1, check 2, check 3, something, I don't know, something silly like that. Maybe, what if we set it to do it 5 times? So in other words, you get 5 squares on a Post-it note, like the 5 squares, and you write a check mark in it when you did it. And if you do it once in the game, in the middle game, you get a check mark. And your goal is to try to get 5 check marks.
Yeah, I can try to do that. And I just have to remember to make that Post-it note soon.
Yeah, make the Post-it note. It's like,
That's the first step. Make the Post-it note.
oh man, it's like my wife doing laundry. It's like, okay, did you set an alarm? See, the alarm is the problem. It's remembering to set the alarm that's the problem.
Yeah, yeah. I've got alarms for lots of things.
All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the lesson, and I will see you when I see you.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Upload the video. Okay. Lesson. Copy the link. Unlisted. And post it in the lesson. And for those interested, you can actually see the VODs of the lessons here if you are subscribed. And I believe it's only like $2 a month, $3 a month. So if you are just wanting to watch the lessons, you can do so here. And if you want lessons, you can also get them on here as well. If you would like to get lessons like the one you just saw. But yeah, $3 a month and you can watch the VODs of the lessons. Or you can buy a lesson pack. I think it's a nice little perk. Helps everyone out. Helps me, helps you. It's cheap. And then, of course, my handy dandy Samega Dragon that I'm working on full time. To all the people that subscribe, I appreciate it. You are currently carrying everyone who is complaining that there's paywalls for the gigantic site that they're using. They're like, why is there a paywall? What is this crap? Oh man. I had to lower it because no one was subscribing. So I had to lower the free limit to 5 instead of 20. And finally people started subscribing. But if it wasn't for the subscribers, like this would stop being developed at all. Like only because there's people subscribed can I keep working on it. Yeah, so I did get more subscribers, so we'll keep going with how we're going. And we did get Puzzle Rush and Puzzle Battle. Yeah, it is very important that that keeps up, because if it doesn't, then I gotta stop working on it and do something else, like, that makes money. But as long as people keep subscribing, then I'm gonna keep putting in, like, the Everett full-time. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I don't know how many of you know about this, but this exists. There is the recent mistakes chart. You can see like which categories you have the recent mistakes on. And then Puzzle Rush is a very popular feature that's like, I think increased the problems done by 5. Oh yeah, Puzzle Rush is free, by the way. You can do this as many times as you want. This is like one of the big free features. Thank you. Yeah, this is one of the big free ones, and this has increased the amount of puzzles done on the website by, I think, 5 times. So a lot of people like that feature. And then puzzle battles, you can play with friends like twice a day, unless you're subscribed. Yeah, a lot of this hopefully is helping you improve. Oh, book. If you click study and click book. I did book. This is for premium, but there is a Joseki book for DDKs. This is a DDK Joseki book that talks about the this. It does this. It introduces you to like the starting patterns in the corner and what variations to play. So yeah, if you're a DDK and you're a subscriber, this is for you. But that is my first not simple book. This is my first book. This one is just the YouTube series. I needed something to fill it while I built out the system. So the Clossius approach is just the system. But yeah. What I need to do is actually, I need to go through the Sean's Go group and like turn each like point into like its own chapter. That would be something to do. Like each section, like how to study, and then game questions, and then maybe if I add some more time, I actually put examples, and then I put the video. I don't know. I could probably do it. I probably should. It's just, you know, more things on my to-do list. I think each of these, I think the written document would make a great Sumega Dragon book. Yeah, that might be really good. I really should do that. The Clossius approach book. But the videos are free. The videos is, if you need to improve, if you're complaining about not improving, watch the videos, put in the effort to watch the videos. I guarantee you, you put in the effort to play and watch the videos and do Go problems, you'll improve. Like, I can almost guarantee you'll probably move like 1 rank in 2 months. Unless you're already doing it, then in which case, like, if you are stuck and you're not studying, studying will get you unstuck a little bit. But if you're stuck and you are studying, then there's something you got to fix, which you could get lessons and I could help you fix. All right. But that is the end of that. I do have a lesson in a little bit that is requested not to be streamed, so I will be ending it here. And we can go ahead and read bets. With that, hopefully you guys enjoyed and found it educational and helpful. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stuff that I am working on. And with that, I will see you guys next time.